The Sahyadri Mountains of Maharashtra's Raigad district are defined by a tricky, vertical terrain that has historically challenged any attempt at permanent settlement. For most of the year, the environment is defined by extremes: scorching heat, recurring droughts, and a total lack of accessible surface water on the high plateaus. These massive stone entryways and fortifications were built in the middle of that isolation. To sustain a sprawling capital city here, builders had to solve a fundamental problem: how to survive in a place that stays dry for 8 months at a time. The answer arrives with the monsoon. Yellow watches and severe weather warnings signal a massive atmospheric shift, bringing heavy rainfall and extreme winds that strike the Sahyadri peaks with incredible force. This powerful seasonal collision of wind and water acts as the catalyst that brings the Sahyadris to life. As the rain begins, the parched, rocky terrain rapidly absorbs the moisture, filling the pores of the basalt plateau. Rushing water begins to swell across the fractured ground, and soon thousands of hidden streams flow through the forests of Mangaon and Mahad. The runoff gathers into massive vertical drops, including the Nanamachi waterfall, where the water plummets 400 feet down into the valley below. At the base of these cascades, the violence of the fall gives way to a quiet, lush landscape. The valleys turn into a network of flooded rice paddies and expanded lakes shrouded in mist. This sudden abundance of water supports temporary but highly active microecosystems deep within the region's dense forest. Exotic flora and fauna emerge in these pockets of moisture, thriving in the few months while the water is plentiful. Within weeks, the Sahyadris cycle from a barren rockscape into a thriving, flooded jungle. While the valleys flood, the high-elevation peaks become completely shrouded in thick white clouds, isolating the fortresses built along the ridges. This is Raigad Fort, the capital of the Maratha Empire under Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. It was placed here specifically because the mountain's steep, impregnable sides made it a natural stronghold. To make this high-altitude peak habitable, engineers designed the mountain itself to act as a massive water catchment system. These stone ruins belong to an ancient underground water scheme, carved into the mountain's foundation to capture monsoon runoff. Builders cut tanks into the rock, creating reservoirs storing enough water to sustain the entire garrison through the dry season. These same principles are visible at nearby Raigad, where rock-cut tanks were standard features used to provide a year-round supply of cool water. High-altitude survival relied on this ability to treat the seasonal deluge as a harvestable asset. This cross-section shows the dual nature of the monsoon. While coastal areas like Alibag face rough seas and suspended water sports, the inland mountains use the heavy rains to recharge their internal water systems. Eventually, the heavy, unpredictable showers of the peak monsoon season subside. The mist clears to reveal an inland wilderness that stays green long after the clouds disappear, sustained by moisture held in ground and stone. This stored water continues to feed the Uthar hot springs and the biodiversity of the Amber River Reserve, providing life to the region through the heat of the following year. The monsoon dictates the life cycle of Raigad, providing the water supply necessary to maintain these mountain strongholds through the long, dry months.